Who sing Vaishnav bhajan?
Yogamaya.
Really? When I ask you, then you never sing. Oh, now you got the formula. When girls say, then you sing. Okay. So, Haripriya Nityananda. Ramananda. Okay?
Good to see more.
You sing so good. Wow. Which bhajan? Oh, that's your favorite, huh? Every time you sing this. Okay.
Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda Mahajan, Nityananda do Radha Krishna?
She will do Radha Krishna. You sing Sakhai Kahani.
I don't think I know that.
You can't do?
I haven't practiced that one.
Okay. So which one you want to do?
Radha Krishna Pranamur.
Everyone sings same thing.
Krishna Deva Bhavandhu.
Krishna Devi.
Radha Jai Jai Madhavadai.
Yes.
Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Mana mana samadhara madhaya nija pada pankajam makarande. Mana mana samadhara madhaya nija pada pankajam makarande. O Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Nayapi samadhishu vidyapi pashati nadavana pradamayeje. Yayapi samadhishu vidyapi pashati nadavana pradamayeje. Idam vichami vishamya tavachutam tarapi kripa buddhaveje. Idam vichami vishamya tavachutam tarapi kripa buddhaveje. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. O Krishna Deva Bhavandam Vande. Krishna
Kalayati. Page
342.
342 or just 42?
342.
Thank you.
342.
Kalayati nayanam dishi dishi valitam pankajamiva mridumaruta chalitam. 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 Kili vipinam pravasati radha. Kili vipinam pravasati radha. Pratipada samudita manasi jabala. Pratipada samudita manasi jabala. Kalayati nayanam dishi dishi valitam pankajamiva mridumaruta chalitam. Kalayati nayanam dishi dishi valitam pankajamiva mridumaruta chalitam. Janayati rudra grajati pamudita. Janayati rudra grajati pamudita. Ramanandaraya kavigalita. Ramanandaraya kavigalita. Kalayati nayanam dishi dishi valitam pankajamiva mridumaruta chalitam. Kalayati nayanam dishi dishi
Anu can sing? Okay. All girls learn how to sing this. There's our next project.
Want to make some, Raj?
Huh?
Want to make some?
3, 4.
No, I'm good.
3, 4.
3, 4, 4. Sakhe kalaya go. Who's singing that?
You?
Oh, you. Sakhe kalaya gaura mudara Sakhe kalaya gaura mudara Sakhe kalaya nindita hataka kanti kalevara nindita hataka kanti kalevara garvitara Madhukarandita malati vandita Madhukarandita malati vandita Madhukarandita malati vandita Jita ghana kunjita kesha Tilaka vinindita shashadhara rupaka Tilaka vinindita shashadhara rupaka Bhuvana manohara vesha Bhuvana manohara vesha Tilaka vinindita shashadhara rupaka Bhuvana manohara vesha Madhu madhura smita lobhita tanubhita Madhu madhura smita lobhita tanubhita madhura smita anupama bhava vilasa anupama Nidhuvan nagari mohita manasa Nidhuvan nagari mohita manasa Vikatita gada gada bhasa Sakhe kalaya gaura mudara Sakhe kalaya gaura mudara Parama kinchana kinchana naragana Parama kinchana kinchana naragana Parama kinchana karuna vitarana shira Shobhita duramati शोभित दुरामती राधा मोहना नाम कलि रूप मनीरा नाम कलि रूप ओ सखे कालय सखे कालय निंदिता हाथ का कांति करे वरा निंदिता हाथ का कांति करे वरा निंदिता हाथ का गर्वित मारक मारा गर्वित मारक निंदिता हाथ का कांति करे वरा गर्वित मारक गर्वित मारक ओ सखे कालय गौरव ओ सखे कालय जय सच्चिदानंद जय गौर हरि सच्चिदानंद जय गौर हरि ओ जय नदिया विहारी जय गौर हरि संकीर्तन विहारी जय गौर हरि ओ गौरा हे 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 ओ गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे ओ गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे रावणी ओपन योर माउथ गौरा हे ओ गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे गौरा हे ओ निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल ओ निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि की के जावे पेज हरि बोल रूपरती मंजरी
73, right?
And Lord of the Universe, Balaram.
के जावे के. This one, next one to learn, girls. के जावे रे भा भव सिंधु पार. के जावे रे भा भव सिंधु पार. धन्य कली जुगे राचे तनयावता. जडयन्दया सुराया वधिपारहा. जावे रे भा भव सिंधु हरि नामे नौका खानी श्री गुरु कंदरी श्री गुरु कंदारी हरि नामे संकीर्तन केरो याला दुबाहो पसारी दुबाहो पसारी ओ संकीर्तन केरो याला अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनर्पितं चरिञ्चिरात् कारुण्यवतीन कलो समर्पयितुमुन्नतजरसां स्वभक्तिः श्रियम्। हरिपुरसुन्दरदुती कदम्ब सन्दीपिता सदा हृदय कन्दरेषु सुरतवै सचिनन्दना। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि। भक्त्या विहीनाय पराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So Shukdev Prabhu will speak first of all.
Yes, mic here.
Today we are here. Just give me a little introduction of what is happening. As we all heard a few days back, Gurudev is very dear and near and very senior Srimati Didi, to whom you all can see here. Many of you have seen her. Very humble, Namnishta devotee, and served Gurudev throughout her life. Almost 70 years staying in the center, in the mutt, in Shiv Rajmandal Vrindavan Dham, and also traveled all over the world. So, observing the Viraha festival in many cities, started from Alachua, Miami, all that, Austin, Houston, Seattle, and to the Bronx. Means 5 days, 5 cities we covered. And today in Bronx here. And why here specifically? Because years back, almost 3 years back, something like that, when I was here, and I heard the news that Didi also want to come here. So she contacted me, and we were just deciding where she's going to stay and where I'm going to stay, which room, because it was 2-3 days we were together here. But then all this COVID and other things happened, and her health also was not good. So since then, it never happened that she traveled and she come here, because she wanted to come here, and on her, remembering her, Shukdev Prabhu, Veena Mataji and everyone here decided, since she wanted to come here but didn't happen, and we heard she already left this world, so we want to observe this program here in her remembrance, to honor her, to respect her, and to seek blessings from her. That's the whole plan, the program of observing program here. In this regard, I will going to call upon, first of all, Shukdev Prabhu to say a few words. Yes.
Yes.
All want to hear from
Maharaj instruct.
Yes.
Yes.
Shukdev Prabhu. 5 minutes.
No, next time was 5 time ago.
Okay, 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 1 minute.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, Ramanath.
Ramanath, you come here.
Where is-
Ramanath.
Where is movie?
Go in front.
Ramanath.
Go in front.
I'll speak Maharaj if Sukdev Prabhu speak.
Then we have to wait for the next yoga.
See the camera there right there, right?
Yeah, what camera?
I'm gonna fix it. Go ahead.
Gurudev Rachan Jaya Radhikaya Tadali Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Sunamani Vanchakalpa Turubhascha Kripasin Ravevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Sadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, His Divine Grace, Nityalila Little Pravishram Vishnupad, Hastotra as Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Naranga Sundar Maharaj Srila Gurudev, and to all Vaishnavis, to Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj, my Dhanavat pranams, each and every one of you, to the Lordship Shri Radha Govinda Dev, Shri Nitya Gauranga, and especially today being the Tirubhav Tithi of also Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Today, New York.
There's 3 disappearances.
Today, Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Sri Rasikananda Prabhu, and Sri Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj being all their Tirubhav today, and also Srimati Didi Viraha Mahotsava. So my special Dhanavad pranams to each and every one of them. So Maharaj asked me to speak a little. Earlier I was reading one lecture by, actually Maharaj shared on his Facebook, Srila Bharati Maharaj, what he had written about Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So just very quickly, I just highlight 3 points. First thing Srila Bharati Maharaj has said is that Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he instructed Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada to compose the Vaishnav Kalinda. As a result, he told him to do it because he was very expert in astrology. So that Kalinda that we're following today is based on the instruction of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. That's why we know when is all the appearances, the disappearances of these Vaishnavas, all these different Ekadasi, etc., and all these different holy days is based on the instruction of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So by his mercy, we now have an opportunity to observe these days. So this is one of his great contribution.
To whom he ordered?
Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. I said this. Yeah. So he ordered him because he was expert in astrology. So we're following in that line. Next, his next contribution was Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his friend, went and got all the maps for trying to discover back the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But even though that he had them based on the evidence of the map, he still wanted to be sanctioned by the Vaishnava. And at that time, the topmost Vaishnava, the most senior Vaishnava at that time was Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He was 140 years old. He couldn't walk. His servant used to fetch him in a basket on his head. He was so old, his eyelids could not have opened. So, by the request of his friend, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they went to this place, now Yogapit Mayapur. And when he got there, Babaji Maharaj leapt from the basket and started to dance and chant Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. And this gave the confirmation. He said, Mahaprabhu and all his associates is here right now and they're performing kirtan. He had that vision. He could have seen, but no ordinary people could not have seen this. So this was another contribution of him where he confirmed the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. This place was lost after the disappearance of the 6 Goswamis and all these prominent Vaishnavas. It was lost. And actually this is something I've been thinking about, that we know we have a great responsibility, all right, to continue this mission of Mahaprabhu, especially in this age of Kali Yuga, because it can get lost again. Everything can get lost again. That being said, come to Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. He's a foremost disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. He's also the guru of Srila Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj, which I'm very fortunate to have one moment darshan with him just 1 week before he left. He's also your Gurudev, so this is your Param Gurudev. Alright, and Srila Gurudev used to tell us that the grandfather is more merciful than the father. You know, father is always strict, but grandfather, they say when the going gets tough, go to grandma and grandpa. Alright, so similarly, grandfather is very merciful. So disciples should remember the Param Gurudev especially and honor him and respect him. One of his speciality is that his mood was always in serving Vaishnavas. I think I was hearing Maharaj in one of his class, and very easily we can serve Krishna. We have enthusiasm to serve Krishna. We have enthusiasm to serve Guru. But when it comes to Vaishnavas, we're not so enthusiastic. Understand? But serving Krishna, yes. Serving Guru, yes. But when it comes to Vaishnava, he again, no. Alright? We're not so enthusiastic. But Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Maharaj, this was his speciality in serving the Vaishnavas. And that is why Srila Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj in his writings, he said he have learned so much from his own Gurudev. That's why you have this book, Beloved Masters, where he wrote about all these different acharyas. He was able to do this because he saw his own Guru did it. Srila Gurudev was saying in this one lecture, it's there in the group, he say, sometimes when a devotee becomes an acharya, they forget about their god brothers. You know, they don't have time with their god brothers or you know, fellow god brothers, god sisters of their guru. You know, so they're only concerned, you know, about their acharya, Leela. But he said, Madhav Maharaj, he wasn't like this. Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Maharaj, he used to go and see where all his god brothers them are, and he would call them and he would serve them and he would honor them. And through this, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj, he composed that book based on how his Gurudev saw. So this is a teaching we can take from him as well. Padmini was telling when we were coming, very quickly I tell this past time, when one disciple of Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, because of something, he ended up in the abode of Yamraj. Maharaj will correct me with the details, or he can probably elaborate more. Anyway, so this person ended up in the abode of Yamraj, and they had prepared his body, put him everything on the fire and everything to burn him, to cremate. And when he was there, his Gurudev came. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada came. And Yamraj said, this is your disciple? He said, yes. And he ordered the disciples, he said, come, go and rectify yourself. Go and take shelter of Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Goswami Maharaj.
Yamraj asked, because everything was given account. So when he asked that, okay, what is his sins and what is his pious deeds? And Chitragupta, his assistant, told, he's done some very severe offenses. But one thing good, he got initiation in Krishna mantra, and his guru is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Just after hearing this, even Yamraj started shaking. He disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. So Yamraj was one of the Mahajans, great personalities amongst the 12. Swayambhu Nara Shambhu Kumar Kapila Manu Parlad Janako Bhishma Bali Vaisaki Vayamu. Yamraj said, okay, send him back, because he's disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. He will rectify himself very soon, but we can't keep him in hell because he's disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Can you imagine, just by being the disciple of Prabhupada is so big thing.
So he sent him, he said, go and take shelter of Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. So on the fire, about to light him, and then he jumped back in. His soul jumped back into this body. And everyone was there, they run, thinking that some ghost has come here. So he got up off the cremation of the fire pyre, and he went and take shelter of Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Maharaj. So Srila Bhaktidaita Madhav Maharaj, your Param Gurudev, is no ordinary personality as well. Srila Rasikananda Prabhu Ki Jai. I don't know much about him. Maharaj maybe can say. And finally, Srimati Didi. As Maharaj said, she's one of Srila Gurudev's senior disciple. She exemplifies actually how a disciple should be. They have different levels of disciple. And she was first class, topmost disciple in the way she served and her surrender to Srila Gurudev. One of the things I take away from Didi, and is actually something I'm trying to take very personal to my heart, is that in her advanced age, in her 80s, she was traveling and preaching. Let that sink. Let it sink for all of us. We're young, we're full of energy, full of strength, and we're doing what we're doing. Well, we know what we're doing. But Didi, 80 years old, there was Sashwat Prabhu was sharing one picture with her on Facebook. I saw this morning. She was sleeping in the airport. Very advanced age. She's lying in the airport, her head on the luggage. And she's there lying in the airport, in the floor of the airport. Let's think about this. We can't repay these Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are very special people. Vaishnavis are very special people of this world. Even Krishna said this. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhaha Bahunam Janmanamante Gyanavam Mam Prapadyanti Vasudevam Sa Iti Sa Mahatma. Yes, such a soul is very rare. Vaishnavas they're making ultimate sacrifice. I remember my own Srila Gurudev. He used to say, you cannot repay me for what I'm giving to you. Namastrestam Manu Api Satriputra Atra Surupam. You know that verse? Srila Gurudev have given us everything. But we haven't realized it. We haven't realized the wealth that Guru is giving to us. That Vaishnavas are coming and giving to us. We see Vaishnavas coming, and sometimes with our materialistic mind, we were thinking, oh, they're coming again. But they're what? They're coming for donations. They're coming for what? Program again, satsang again. Let me stay home or something. But they're leaving to come for our well-being. Krishna Bolisi Jiva Nadi Bahimokatayeva Mahitayde Samsara Duk. And since time immemorial, we've been wandering in this cycle of repeated birth and death. And what we're doing, chewing the chewed over and over. What we're doing in this life, we did it so many times, so many lifetimes, but yet we come thinking that, oh, this is the first time we're doing this thing. And this is because of avidya, because of ignorance, because of forgetfulness of this. That's why we're thinking that, oh. So these Vaishnavas, very mercifully, they're coming. And they're coming. Krishna's sending them. We've heard so many times that when Vaishnavas are coming, this is auspicious. This means Krishna is pleased. If you're somewhere and Vaishnava is not coming, it means something is wrong. But if Vaishnava is coming to you, means this something is auspicious, and we should welcome those Vaishnavas. So Srimati Didi, she was one such great personality. And in her advanced age, as I said, this is something I'm taking very personal. And hopefully, if I can get a drop of her, to just be like a 1% or 0.5% of her, I'll think my life will be successful. As an example, very advanced age, not even in 100% health. And she was traveling and preaching, reminding everyone of their relationship. We're not the body, we're the souls. We're servants of Krishna. More important, Gopi Bhatur Padakamalo Dasa Dasa Anadas. She's coming, she was preaching all these things. Taking the mood of her Guru. Never speaking anything else that her Gurudev haven't said. Always repeating the words of her Gurudev and that of her Acharyas. So, I'll say this, and also for Srila Gurudev will say, wrapping up here, he wants his daughters to be bold, to preach. Don't be like cats. Don't be like meow meow. You know, meow meow? No, meow. Be how? Be like lion and roar. Learn the Siddhanta, learn the philosophy and preach it. The more you learn, the more you preach it, is the more you will realize. The more you will get closer to Guru and Krishna and to Vaishnavas. So we can take example from Didi. We can take example. If any Mataji, any daughter, any sister want an example, then look no further. She know all tattva. Constantly we heard she's been listening Harikatha. Day and night she's listening Harikatha. Day and night, and always chanting. So she set example. It says very rare to find bona fide guru, but it's even more rare to find bona fide sishya, bona fide disciple, even more rare. So today, remembering Srimati Didi, our glories is unlimited as well. We pray to her lotus feet that we can have the Guru Nishta like her, that we can be strong in our bhakti, and we can also help in the mission. Or now remembering this. So they say when after Shri Gurudev left, there's like there's like a dark time. Now Gurudev, very dear owned, are also leaving. So guess what? The world is becoming even more dark. Personalities like Didi, they are the ones holding back Kali Yuga. They're pushing Kali Yuga back. How? Because they're inspiring everyone. They're preaching to everyone, inspiring them. This means declaring war on Maya. So when personalities like Didi is not there anymore, remembering Parikshit Maharaj, Kali could not have penetrated because great Vaishnava was there, Parikshit Maharaj. So when Parikshit Maharaj is out of the picture, guess what? Kali take over. So these Vaishnavas is actually protecting this earth and pushing Kali back. But they're tired. They have to leave this world. So guess what? We have to take up the mantle. We have to take up that mantle, take up that responsibility. And we have to practice, and we have to become that strong, and we have to become the next Didi. Maharaj is coming here and giving us his mercy and teaching us. For what? What is he teaching us? What do you think he's coming to teach us? To collect our donations? No. He wants us to become like these Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. This is the mission of our Guru Parampara. So we have to take this very serious and very responsible. We may be shy to sing, we may be shy to preach, but we have to. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, what is mercy? What is compassion? Opening a free hospital? Opening a free hospital can never be compared to taking one jiva out of Maya. So we have to. So taking inspiration from Didi, it is in her advanced years of 80. And this is, I'm not saying this with my father, Sukadev Prabhu, no. I'm not pointing anything to anyone, but I'm actually reminding myself, I'm speaking to myself that I need to do more. I need to do more. First, I need to practice, and then I also need to help in the mission. So I'll stop here. Gau Premanande, Vanchakalpa Turbascha, Kripasindhu Vevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha.
Damodar Prabhu, please come and speak something.
This one? Me?
There's only one Damodar in New York.
I was hoping there was another one behind.
It's copyright one.
British, Irish consultant.
Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Actually, I didn't have so much association with Didi, but we were very fortunate. We did see her sometimes.
And we were just lamenting, Anju and I, we were in Gopinath Bhavan, just outside her room, trying to get her association just several weeks ago. She was resting, so we will just have that memory in separation that we didn't get to see her that time. But we were greatly inspired by her. I couldn't always understand what she was saying, but she had such a fierce and incredible spirit, and it was one of those things where just to be in her darshan and hear the sound vibration, to me it seemed like she was just on fire, always preaching with great ferocity in the war against Maya. And anything else I can tell will just be a repeat of what I've heard in the last day. But something interesting I heard Srimati Didi was telling an amazing pastime. So there was a controversy of which Didi was perhaps at the helm, in the sense that she was again on fire, that nobody should go outside of Srila Gurudev, Narayan Maharaj, and go to see others, such as Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj. Shamrani Didi and others were going to see him. And she wasn't having it. She just was so loyal, and she didn't want to see any disloyalty, and she thought that would be harmful for our Bhakti Creeper. So she was speaking like this every chance she got when the topic would come up. And so one time she was speaking like this in a class, and all of a sudden she stopped. And so my memory's not so good. I don't remember if there were
That
tears.
was in London.
In London.
And just prior to that, there was some argument between Kishori and Sudevi Vidha.
Ah, right. And did she have tears that
Started
moment?
to cry.
Yes, she started to
Started
cry.
to cry.
And then she explained to everyone that Gurudev just spoke to her while she was speaking this, that no, you are wrong. And what Shamrani Didi pointed out is this is a very rare trait, to see someone who can, in public, in front of everyone, while they're speaking one thing, be willing, without any false ego, to show that, oh, now they understand the truth is 180 degrees opposite of what I was just preaching ferociously. That takes great humility and just the dedication to serving Guru, her Guru Nishta, and exemplifies her Guru Nishta's showing that how many can actually hear Guru speaking so clearly, especially when they're speaking like that. So that is an amazing story. And something else, I will borrow some of your words, Maharaj. And Ramnath Prabhu was telling today how we often forget about serving Vaishnavas. And so Maharaj was telling that in reference to Didi. She was such a great exemplar of always serving the Vaishnavas in Keshav Gauri Mat. She was, after being up so early in the morning and doing all her bhajan and seva, she was immediately cooking in the kitchen for everyone. And even at an advanced stage. And she would also always have some preparation ready for any guest or any devotees that are coming. And all the brahmacharis knew that. So any guest coming and no prasad is there, let's knock on Didi's door, that there will be some cookies, and she will always be very happy, if necessary, to get up and cook. And this is the mood of our Guru Varga. I was hearing some Srila Prabhupada memories recently, and there are many stories like that where Srila Prabhupada made it, our Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, an absolute priority that no one can come to the mat, no one can come to the mandir and go without some prasad. There's so many stories about that. So Didi took up that in the spirit of serving the Vaishnavas. And what else can I steal from you? There's only things I can remember now from you. So it's better if they hear from you, Maharaj. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Oh, where does this go?
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Agyanam Timaranyasya Janam Jana Shalakaya Chakshukmitanyena Tasmai Sri Guruve Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Bhagavad Dharma Prachalini Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Siddhanti Tinaminde.
Who made that? No. Swami Gurudev Pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Sri Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. First of all, I offer my humble witnesses to my beloved Gurudev, Om Vishnu Padaya, Sri Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Siddhanti Maharaj, and to my Param Gurudev, His Divine Grace, Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnu Padaya, Sri Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and to all the whole Guru
Bhakti
Parampara.
promote for Goswami Maharaj.
Bhakti promote Guru Maharaj. And to the whole Guru Parampara and all you Vaishnavi here. Today is the disappearance day of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji. Sri Ramanath Prabhu have give us Sri Ramanath Prabhu has given us a great insight of him. And yes, he lived to be 144 years old. And he infused all his bhajan, all his strength, all his shakti into the heart of Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur. That is how we get good bhajan and so forth. And his disciple, Sri Gaura Kishore Das Babaji, that's one of his disciples. His bhajan was characteristics with heavy renunciation. And now for Sri Uma Didi, on Facebook, one of her disciples, she instructed them to do Harinam, chanting of this holy name, and read Srimad Bhagavatam. What is this Srimad Bhagavatam? This Srimad Bhagavatam is the very means of conquest. Conquest means conquering. Conquering this vast ocean of material existence. We are in this ocean, but some people think just by being in this ocean, we cannot get wet. We get wet by the three misery of life. Misery from other living entity, misery from natural disaster, and misery from mind and body. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the very means of conquering our desire. There's a fire burning in every one of us. And that fire is lust. Everyone is saying lust is my friend. If I can fulfill my desire because of my lust, I will be happy. But this is the gateway to hell. I hope by the blessings of Sri Uma Didi, we can burn out all our material desire. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the very means of conquering our mind. We know that this mind is the cause for us to bound to this world. This mind always runs to this world. This mind is very attached to this world. Arjuna said in Bhagavad Gita, it is more easier to control a raving wind than to control the mind. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is the very means of conquering of this Kali Yuga. We know in this Kali Yuga, people are short-tempered. They are misguided. They are full of ignorance. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is the very means of conquering all these. And Srimati Uma Didi, with this Harinam, this chanting of this holy name, you will find that devotees, they go out on the street and they give their association to everyone, whether what religion you are. What is this association? To instruct everyone. What is your life? What is your goal? Who are you? And when they finish instructing those people, they bring them to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. And Sri Guru give them initiation and give those souls the relationship with Krishna. Not only he give the souls the relationship with Krishna, but he impart the seeds of bhakti into the heart so they can understand their own self. I thank everyone for listening, and this is my humble message. Hari Bol.
Very good. A good preacher. Preach strong, loud.
Take the mic off.
Yes, I want you to preach. Yes, you don't need mic. You are strong. You're not like cat, meow, meow. You're like a lion.
Even he yesterday made 4 or 5 pages. He showed us in the car.
Very nice.
But nobody gave him chance.
That was the Shivratri.
So I thought Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj and Rasikanand Prabhu disappearance tomorrow. I think that's in media. But it's very nice. Today we are having this program here on this very auspicious day. The disappearance of Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, whose Samadhi is in Navdeen Dham. And also appearance of Shri Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj, prominent disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada.
Disappearance, Maharaj.
Disappearance.
All the three
All
disappearance.
three disciplines. Thanks. And Rasikanand Prabhu. Chhadiya Vaishnav Seva Nistar Peiche Keva. There's a verse which says, Chhadiya Vaishnav Seva Nistar Peiche Keva. Who have, until this history, until now, have attained salvation or liberation or bhakti, giving up the service of Vaishnavas. Bhakat Seva Param Siddhi Prem Lati Kar Mula Shuddha Bhakata Charanarenu Bhajana Anukula. Bhakat Seva Param Siddhi Prem Lati Kar Mula. Serving to Vaishnava. Param Siddhi is the greatest perfection. It is not something which is a burden. It is not something which we should feel sad about. It is something we should invite and feel grateful that I have attained some Vaishnava Seva. Uma Didi's servant, Sevika, Ranga Didi, when everyone was praising her that you served Uma Didi so much, day and night, and I personally saw her so many times, in so many years, taking care of her. When everyone was praising her, she was keeping a very humble mood and feeling so embarrassed, saying, I'm not serving Uma Didi. I was very fallen, she chose me as her maid servant. This is something very great. We should not feel proud of saying that I have attained Vaishnava Seva and I am doing Vaishnava Seva. Whereas we should feel taking a very humble position. Now taking humble position means what? There is a bhajan in the song book, and that was a favorite bhajan of Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj. The bhajan says, Amar Jivan Sada Pape Rata Nahi Ko Punya Desh. My entire life is full of sinful activities. I've not acquired any pious deeds in my life. If acharyas like Prabhupada, Bhakti Thakur, and Srila Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj, if they are writing or singing this is their humility. If I'm singing this, saying this, yes, my whole life went in sinful activities, that's not my humility. That's actually reality. For us, this is reality, and for them, this is humility, because they are in a very high position, transcendental position. And the nature of those who are in transcendental position, they always manifest, they always show high limit of humility. So for them, this is humility, and for us, it's reality. We should not get confused that, oh, this is also my humility. No, for us, this is reality. And for them, this is humility. There is a very great relationship between these tithis today about Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhaktidev Madhav Goswami Maharaj, and we also observing Shilma Didi's Tirobhav. And the one thing common is Vaishnava Seva. Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, in his time, he was so famous, Vaishnav Sarvabhaum. He was so famous around the country. All dhams, everyone used to honor him. He is Siddha Mahapurusha. Perfect. So and so that once upon a time, some people came to test his perfection. With this mood to test him or to know him, his mystic powers. So they came to Vrindavan, near to Radha Gokulanand temple. And Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj was carrying a cane in his hand and he was chasing some goats away. Hey, hey, hey. And people were sitting there and watching Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And they said, Babaji Maharaj, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he said, oh, you know, in Navdeep Dham, some goats, they are trying to eat tulasi, the garden of Mahaprabhu's temple. So I'm chasing them away. That's in Vrindavan. Can you understand? Or are you... Why are you late?
Good question.
Okay, understand this point? Babaji Maharaj in Vrindavan, cane in his hand and he's chasing the goats away. But actually goats were there in Mayapur. And they all got so surprised. And so this way, he used to give Siddha Pranali. He was very famous. Please give attention to this. And hearing this, some people wanted to have initiation from him. And you know, everyone wants shortcut. No one is interested to do sadhan like Srila Bhaktidev Madhav Goswami Maharaj. All life serving his Guru Maharaj and his mission. All life. Didn't care for his health. Day and night just traveling and preaching, traveling and preaching, traveling and preaching. Every day. So some disciples, they really want everything to be accomplished in one overnight. Today I receive initiation and tomorrow I should be Gopi. Okay, if not tomorrow, maybe after 2 days. But there should be some Gopi Bhav. These people are called as lazy people because they are not interested in doing any sadhana, any practice. They don't want to practice, they want to chant, they don't want to do anything, no Vaishnava Seva, and they want perfection. In just 1 week time. Oh, I'm chanting the Diksha mantra given by my Gurudev. It's been like 5 years now, 10 years. Nothing happening. Maybe my Gurudev is not bona fide. I hear this. So many stupid, immature mentalities. Maybe something wrong because he gave me mantra and he said, one day you get perfection, and it's already 10 years, nothing happening. Srila Gurudev said, in Mathura, in one of his lectures, when Lord Ram, he was in forest, there were thousands of rishis sitting there and chanting Gopal mantra. Gopal mantra in Treta Yuga, at the time of Lord Ram. And they were chanting this Gopal mantra day and night, and with complete absorption. And then they got to see Lord Ram's beauty. And they expressed their desire that, oh, we want to serve you with conjugal mood. Even though they were rishis in male body, but they want to serve Lord Ram in conjugal mood, in conjugal love. Understand? In that love affairs, as a gopi. That's called conjugal love. But Lord Ram said, oh no, I have taken a vow of only one wife. I cannot accept all of you. But they all became gopis in Dwapar Yuga, and Krishna accepted all of them. Gurudev said they chanted Gopal mantra for 60,000 years. 60,000 years, day and night. And by receiving the mercy and the darshan of Lord Ram, they got entrance in the Ras Leela to become a gopi of Krishna. And those who were sitting in front of Gurudev, I remember this Hari Katha in year 2000 something, and Gurudev used to ask, oh, how many thousand years you chanting? How many thousand? 5,000? You? 8? 1,000? Only chanting 20 years, 30 years, and they think they will become gopi. And even while chanting 3 times a day, mind is not focused on chanting. And they think they want to become gopi. This is immature. Immature perfection. Why I am saying this? Because hearing this, that Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he immediately reveals what is your sarup, your which gopi. So some people came and asked initiation from him. And Babaji Maharaj gave initiation, and they said, Babaji Maharaj, so can you please tell me what is my name as my gopi, as gopi? Which gopi am I? What is my service? Babaji Maharaj said, go to the fields and do the eggplants. Take care of the eggplants. And they all got so bewildered and confused. Everyone needs someone to speak their heart. They came to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and said, please reconcile this. We came to Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, who is Vaishnav Sarvabhaum, who is perfect, who is liberated. To receive initiation from him, we will get perfection, we come to know which gopi am I. What is my service? And what he is telling us? To go to do work in the fields and plant those eggplants. Take care of the eggplants. We are not here for this. We are here for bhajan. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur reconciled and said, no, you have to understand. By working in the fields, taking care of eggplants, those eggplants will be used in the service of the Lord and then for the prasadam of the Vaishnavas. By serving Vaishnavas, you will cultivate so many sukritis, bhakti mukhi sukritis. And with that, with the mercy of the Vaishnavas, you don't have to ask perfection, perfection will just come to you. Tatashi Krishna Madina Bhaved Grajya Indriya Seva Mukhe Hi Jivado Swayam Me Surate Manaha. Meditate not on what is your sarupa, what is your, which gopi you are. Meditate on the service to Vaishnavas. And that's for those who are initiated here. Every day you chant Dhimahi. Dhimahi means to meditate on. Meditate is not on something artificial. Meditate on the service mood. And the service starts by serving Vaishnavas. How much importance and priority we are giving to serve Vaishnavas. If Krishna comes to you and say, today I am going to eat in your house, would you say no to him? If your Gurudev calls you and say, hey listen, next Sunday I am coming to have prasadam in your house, will you say no to him? But if any Vaishnava wants to come to your house,
Gotta
then,
vote.
oh, next Sunday I have appointment. Some other time.
You will always say yes.
So Babaji Maharaj gave this instruction to those people who came to get perfection. First, learn how to serve Vaishnavas. I mean, many details are there. It's not just one line. Many details are there. By serving Vaishnavas, everything is accomplished. Shadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistar Pechikega. Shri Babaji Maharaj, Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Vaishnav Sarvabhaum Shri Jagannathai Te Namaha. He used to have his servant whose name was Bihari Lal. as Prabhu was telling her, having basket and keeping Babaji Maharaj on his head. He walked all the way from Suryakund. Suryakund is in Brajmandal, in Vrindavan. When Shri Bhakti Thakur invited Babaji Maharaj, I got this vision that this is the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. Because if you ever been or if you ever go to Navadvip Dham, we all go to Godrum, where the house of Shri Bhakti Thakur, and crossing this river Jalangi, there is Mayapur. And Bhakti Thakur, he saw one light fall around midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. One very big effulgence just fall from the sky. He thought some star, something. Again next day, it happened 2-3 times, and Bhakti Thakur got his indication there is something important. I must go and visit that place. When he went there, he saw Muslims were there. And in that arena, that place, there was Tulasi. To his surprise, Bhakti Thakur was wondering, Muslims, they don't worship Tulasi. But why there is so much Tulasi? So he asked some Muslims there, you plant Tulasi? You serve Tulasi? He said, no, Babuji, no. Everyone called him Babuji because he was magistrate. We plant so many seeds here, so many vegetables, but from every seed Tulsi comes. And Bhakti Thakur understood this indication. This is the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. Then he got a map from London with all the directions from the Ganga and all, which is the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. So this was confirmed. But Bhakti Thakur was wondering that no one is going to believe my words. He was keeping this very humble position. No one is going to believe my words. So I should call upon, request Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, who's world-renowned personality. Then Bihari Lal, the servant of Babaji Maharaj, he took on his basket 140 years, Babaji Maharaj on his head, walked all the way. There was no trains, nothing. Walked all the way from Brajmandal to Mayapur. Almost like the distance is, can say 1800 kilometers. He walked. And everywhere, all villagers came forward to welcome Shri Babaji Maharaj and have his darshan. But moment he came to this place, the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he jumped out from his basket, who was not even able to open his eyelids. His Bihari Lal, his servant, used to open to see someone. But he jumped from the basket and said, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, dancing there. Yes, this is the birthplace of my Prabhu. This is the birthplace of my Prabhu, means Mahaprabhu. He confirmed this. God Avibhava Bhumas Tam Nirdesa Janpriya Vaishnav Sarvbhauma Shri Jagannathai Te Namaha. One who discovered the birthplace of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his servant Bihari Lal. Once upon a time, Babaji Maharaj, he forbade his servant Bihari Lal not to go in that kirtan party. Because he is perfect. He can see, he can visualize even ghosts. He told not to go to that kirtan party, but Bihari Lal was going there. He liked that kirtan. So Babaji Maharaj said, you insist so much to go to that kirtan, but don't honor prasadam there. And if you get prasadam there, first bring to me. I will check and then I will give you permission to eat. So Bihari Lal brought one prasadam, plate of prasadam. But he can't see anything. But Babaji Maharaj dig that prasad, he found some hairs and nails in that. And Babaji Maharaj said, are you not scared? He said, scared of what? This kirtan is going on. But Babaji Maharaj said, you know who's doing that kirtan? The ghost. Ghost, they having this kirtan vela. Festival of kirtan there. And they saying this is prasad, this is full of hairs and nails. Babaji Maharaj make him see this. Then next day again he went, Bihari Lal, to, now is with more alert to see this And then he saw these are ghosts. Those ghosts gave some money to Bihari Lal. Give to your Gurudev, Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He can do something with this money. But Babaji Maharaj told Bihari Lal, use this money for Vaishnava Seva. We can't use this money for our own. Use this seva, money for Vaishnava Seva. Vaishnava Seva was the topmost, according to Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj. Even he instructed disciples to work in the fields for the Vaishnava Seva. And such refined and some mature vision of Dham Vasis, inhabitants of Navdeep Dham. So much regard and respect for the dogs of the Dham and the puppies of the Dham. Because Babaji Maharaj's eyelids are too heavy, his eyes always closed, his servant Bihari Lal bringing prasadam and Babaji Maharaj eating. But when he's eating, some puppies comes and start licking the plate where Babaji Maharaj eating prasad. Puppies. And the servant Bihari Lal chased those puppies away. Hey, what is this? And Babaji Maharaj gets so angry. Hey, why are you doing this? They are Dham Vasis. You seeing they are puppies. I am seeing they are residents of Navdeep Dham. Even demigods have no access to become resident of Navdeep Dham. Even demigods have no access. And these puppies, they are born in Navdeep Dham. How glorious they are. They are very pure. So he used to count puppies. 1, 2, 3. Because he can't see. He's counting like this. 1, 2, 3. Hey, one is absent. Bring that puppy. So much respect for the dogs and the puppies. Yes. On one occasion, Babaji Maharaj wants to host a feast. And this is a general trend in Vrindavan Dham, in Jagannath Puri, in Navdeep Dham. If suppose one of you want to host Vaishnava Seva, this is called Vaishnava Seva, means inviting all the Vaishnavas of the Dham. It's not that expensive. Almost like 150 Vaishnavas comes. So many rich people, not rich people, but just medium class, anyone. They go to Dham and want to serve Vaishnavas. And actually we are supposed to serve Vaishnavas with prasadam when we go to Dham. We should. In our center, we should tell the president, the in charge of the temple, please invite all the Vaishnavas, I want to sponsor feast for them. That's the best seva if you go in Dham, to serve Vaishnavas with prasadam. And while staying in Math, in Mathura and Vrindavan for so many years, I see so many grastas, they come and they just serve. I will pay money and you don't have to do anything, you have to just give money. In the temple in charge, according to how much you are giving, because he is going to ask you, what is your budget? Then accordingly we will prepare. So one is called open feast. Invite as many Vaishnavas from the Dham as you can. So it's going to be like 200. But if the budget doesn't allow that much, so just say okay. Then from every center, 2 Vaishnavas. This is also a system. I used to go invite on behalf of my temple. I used to go humbly in all the centers and requesting to the in charge, please 2 Vaishnavas, please send 2 Vaishnavas tomorrow for prasadam in Gopinath Gaudiya Math. Then others going another Gaudiya Math requesting, please send 2 Vaishnavas tomorrow. So from every center 2 Vaishnavas comes and according to the budget of the person who is sponsoring. But if you open invitation, not much, 200 people, Vaishnavas. But this gives so much strong in bhakti and auspiciousness, serving Vaishnavas with Krishna's prasadam, best seva. Someone's birthday, someone's grain ceremony, someone's shaving ceremony, wedding ceremony, or someone left this body, any ceremony, Vaishnava seva is always the prominent. So on one occasion, Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, he wanted to do Vaishnava seva, instead of inviting the Vaishnavas from the Dham, so-called impostors from the Dham, You don't want to give any importance to them because they are just imitating to become a Vaishnava. They were not Vaishnavas. They were doing all nonsense activities on the name of Vaishnavas. Instead, Babaji Maharaj asked his servant to invite the dogs of Navdeep Dham.
And cows.
Hmm?
Cows.
And cows. And the plates were kept with prasadam. And dogs used to come there. And Babaji Maharaj used to honor those dogs, take prasad. This is all about the vision. We will see them as dog, but they are seeing them. Their vision is different. It's just like you standing on a huge building with 50 floors, and from the rooftop you can see far distance, and from the ground floor you can only see few meters. Because of their elevated consciousness, they can see far distance. They can see Dham Vasis. They are residents of Dham, even in dogs. Even my Guru Maharaj had this kind of pastime. Once upon a time, Guru Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj, local train, just like you have this subway here, this kind of trains. And many crazy people, they, travel on subways. Similarly, from a local train from Navdeep Dham, Krishnanagar to Calcutta, Guru Maharaj was in that train. Is very old, advanced age, senior, he is having no hairs and we shave every month. And Guru Maharaj was traveling with his sevak. So all these crazy nonsense people, young boys, they actually don't give any respect to Vaishnavas. That's so strange. At one station, they board a train and they start teasing Guru Maharaj by keeping their hand and rubbing on his head like this, offending him. Hey, no hairs. Hey, bald person, like that. Seva became so ferocious, he stood up to fight with them. Guru Maharaj stopped him. Hey, stop. Sit down. What is your problem? They are Dham Vasis. They are giving me blessings. What is your problem? They are Dham Vasis. They took birth in Dham. We have never taken birth in Dham. And if they are giving me blessings, you should receive blessings. What is the point? That's Guru Maharaj's vision. Who is wrong in this? Is Sevak wrong? No, this is what he's supposed to do. He was ready to fight, ferocious mood. This is his dharma, this is his duty. But Guru Maharaj has his own vision. So Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he rather want to feed dogs and cows than feeding those so-called Vaishnavas. That's the vision of Babaji Maharaj. So many great contributions. Siddha Mahapurusha Babaji Maharaj. And on the same day, Shri Bhakti Dev Madhu Gosai Maharaj, who was given a title by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Vaishnavas, they don't need title, any titles. But if Guru Maharaj gives them title, okay. But still, with humble mood, they sometimes feel, like Param Gurudev was given title what? What title? The Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada? Which title?
Bhakti Ratna? No.
Kriti Ratna.
Kriti Ratna.
The best amongst all the jewels. When Param Gurudev heard that Prabhupada giving me this title, Param Gurudev approached his Guru Maharaj saying that, I know I'm not serving you properly, but where is my fault? Please let me know. Because you giving me this title means you actually inspiring me to serve more. That's why you're giving me this title and word of praise. There's something wrong in my seva. Please let me know how can I serve you better. They are taking this title as, just like seeing their limitations in service to Guru Maharaj. Not that one, if we receive title, we start jumping. Yeah, you see, Guru Maharaj gave me this title. Yeah, publish in a book. This is the title. That's not the mood. Receiving title means we have to follow the standards of our acharyas like Param Gurudev. He felt that, oh, maybe I'm not serving my Guru Maharaj properly. That's why just want to inspire me, give me some enthuse that I should serve him better. And that's why he granted me his title. So they're taking it in a different way. And a conditioned soul receiving this title, taking it differently. That's the difference between conditioned and liberated person. Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Goswami Maharaj given title Volcanic Energy. Volcanic energy. You know volcano? Keep on boiling, and one day burst. And when volcano bursts, what happened? We create islands for many people to live. The whole township, the whole city get formed when the volcano blast. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj has given this title, Volcanic Energy. And it has been said for his glorious achievements. When if Prabhupada gives any order to accomplish some difficult task to accomplish, and all his disciples try their best, they tried their best to accomplish, and they get failure. When they raise their hands, no, it's impossible. Then the task was been assigned to Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj. So where the endeavors of all God brothers comes to end, the endeavors of Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj begins from there. And he used to say, impossible in the words in the fool's dictionary. There is nothing which is impossible. Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj. It's not only he just saying this, he accomplished that. Impossible is the word in a fool's dictionary. It's not in my dictionary. It's nothing impossible. He was Acharya in Sri Chaitanya Math. Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say these stories. But there's always something happens. Whenever there is a big society and big qualified personalities, there are always some disputes. And this is a history. And this is a history for us who are very junior and not so much mature. It is better to just keep your mouth shut. Because we don't know the details. Better just focus on your bhajan. It says when two acharyas are fighting, it is just like two bulls fighting. And if you go separate two bulls when they fight, you know what's going to happen? They both are going to smash you. Don't come in between them.
Sit down, child.
Just sit down and chant. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, because of his not only the appearance, he was tall, effulgent, totally like pinkish, and tall personality, and high-class Brahmin family, born in high-class Brahmin family, and his powerful Harikatha. And on the top of that, his conduct, his acharan to his godbrothers, to his Prabhupada, dedication to his Prabhupada, and to his godbrothers, unparalleled. He used to say, if I'm given an option to choose the service amongst Vishnu and Vaishnavas, I will choose Vaishnavas. I will not choose Vishnu. Understand? I will choose Vaishnavas. Because by the mercy of Vaishnavas, I will immediately get Vishnu. But if I serve Vishnu, there is no guarantee I get service of Vaishnavas. So if I get this opportunity, I would rather choose service of Vaishnavas. This was his ideal. And one of the videos on YouTube, Srila Gurudev, our Gurudev, Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, when he started traveling 96 Western countries, he went to Holland first of all, and some place, maybe Holland or I don't know, his appearance taken. And he always reluctant to get his worship on his appearance day. So beginning 1 or 2 years, it happened like that. But then everyone started requesting, Gurudev, it's your appearance day, birthday. What disciples were going to do otherwise? So please, for the sake of your disciples, you have to come forward and don't say no. And after being so many requests, then Gurudev came forward and started accepting that, offerings from the disciples. Before he was so shy and reluctant. Because Vaishnava, they don't want their worship. They want the worship of their Guru Maharaj and worship of their Radha Krishna, their Ishta. So in that YouTube, Gurudev, he said, how to observe one's appearance day. He's speaking on his own appearance day. How to observe one's appearance day, I learned from Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj. Because in Vrindavan, in those days, earlier days, there was no any mutt. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada had a small tiny mutt. But Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he built huge mutt, big temple. The biggest mutt in Vrindavan of Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj. Huge mutt. It took so many years to accomplish. He was getting donations and he used to send his dear disciples to go and collect donations. And amongst those, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj was one of the big collectors of donations. And now you say, oh, preachers go out and just asking money. Yes, why not? Yes, they go out ask money, yes. But what is the intent behind asking money? That's more important. They are asking money for their wife, for their children, for their family? No. They ask money for the service of their Guru Maharaj and the temple of their Ishta, worshipable Mahaprabhu Radha Krishna. And similar case with Param Gurudev, Bhakti Pragyan Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He used to hang one box on his neck and going in the streets to ask donations. People used to put coins in that box. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj, oh, he was a wonderful collector. He used to go, speak Harikatha, preach them and requesting them, we're building temple, please can you give something? We're going to do spiritual activities, can you give something? Collection. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj used to send his disciples for collection. So, Gurudev was saying, so when the temple was not complete, was incomplete, he wants to host a big program. He wanted to host a big program. He invited all his godbrothers from other states with the humble request, please, my godbrothers, please come and I will take care of all your expenses. The train tickets, the taxi, whatever you like, whatever you don't like, everything will be taken care of. Please come. And Srila Bharti Maharaj gave this account of this last time. Many of his godbrothers came, and everyone have their own taste. Some like sweets more, some like sour, sometimes different kind of prasad. And Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj appointed Srila Bharti Goswami Maharaj to take care of all my godbrothers. There should not be any mistakes or problems in serving my godbrothers. And big celebration was there. Big celebration. And the end of the celebration, they found out so much money is getting expense. Hosting them, hiring rooms for them, prasadam for them. So one of his godbrother said, Maharaj, you're spending so much money, almost like 30,000 rupees in those days. 30,000 rupees. You're spending so much money. With this money, you can make beautiful marble floor for the entire temple. Marble floor. And you're spending for just 2-3 days so much money. Save that money for completing your temple. And Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj said, oh, money will going to come in future. Money always comes, money always goes. But when these personalities, my godbrothers, when they will leave this world, they will not going to come again. You will not get the association of these devotees again. Money will come again. Don't worry about money. Worry about serving them. Service to these Vaishnavas. They are my God brothers. They are great personalities. They serve their Guru Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, in so many ways. So we have to first honor their respect and serve them. Marble will come later. No problem. That was the ideal of Srila Madhava Goswami Maharaj. So Gurudev is giving this account. In one of his lectures, on his Vyas Puja, on his appearance day, saying that I learned this, how to celebrate one's birthday. I learned this from Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj. That on his appearance day, when all Gaudiya devotees were being invited, I was also there from Mathura temple, representative of my Guru Maharaj. I also been there, and Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj came in front of me and he put sandalwood paste on my forehead, gave me a garland and some cloths and donations. And Guru said, I was shaking. I was trembling like, we are only hearing his name, but Gurudev used to give so much regard and learn so much from Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj. He was such a powerful Acharya. As we hear about Param Gurudev, right? Lion Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj, powerful Acharya. Because he done impossible possible. What is that impossible possible? The birthplace of?
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada.
You see the connection of this tithi? Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, he discovered the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. And Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj, he reclaimed the birthplace of Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Such a good connection of this tithi. That was impossible. According to the money prospect, there were like 70-80 families staying in that house. How to get rid of all those 70-80 families? But it was so difficult. In Dham, Ji Jagannath Puri. So much oppositions, court case. So many threats of life and money. So there was a meeting among all God brothers. We need so much money to buy this, to reclaim this birthplace of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj. So everyone started contributing something, but that was not even 30% or 20. And we have to achieve 100%. Everyone became very sad and morose, so we will not get it. But I'm forgetting the names, but one God brother of Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj stood up and said, now, Madhava Madhava Vachihi, Madhava Madhava Riddhihi, Smaranti Sadhava, Sarva Karyeshu Madhavam. Madhava means Madhava. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj, he will accomplish now, because all our endeavors are come to end now. And his endeavors are going to begin now. And then he took this responsibility. He said, if you all want this, I will take over. And then, very strong, bold, he fought with all these people, chased them away. And with court case, won the court case and spent so much money, collect so much money and got this birthplace of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Otherwise, the whole world would have been bereft of this wonderful location, the birthplace of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. That's the contribution of Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj. Gurudev said, I was start shaking and trembling and was in tears that, oh Maharaj, you are just like my Guru. Why are you giving me so much honor? Then he said, Gurudev is saying, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj said, Vishnu and Vaishnavas are my worshipable. You are sannyasi. It's my duty to give honor and respect and regard to you. Gurudev said, I learned this from Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj. Such powerful Acharya. So it's getting late. There's so many things to say. But volcanic energy. When this volcano, when Srila Madhava Goswami Maharaj was initiating devotees in Chaitanya Math, the main center of Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he got blamed. Heard this? He got blamed by some of his God brothers saying that he stole money. Prabhupada's money. He stole Prabhupada's money. And with very sad words, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he left Chaitanya Math. And his disciples, Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Goswami Maharaj said, Gurudev, we should give them answer. And he smilingly said, action speaks better than words. They will get their answer. And in a couple of years, Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he built huge temple. Actually, speciality of him, if you visit his centers, it's not any small. All his centers are huge and big and vast. Almost 35 centers he established in the country India. And after 2 or 3 centers built, or 5 centers built, then all those who were blaming him, their mouth got shut. Because there was not enough money that he stole to build these temples. There was not even enough money there. So what is the point of saying that, oh, he stole money and he ran away? He said, action speaks better than words. My actions will give reply to them. Words has nothing to do. So anyway, there was some collisions, there were some frictions, but this is between big people. We are not supposed to enter into that because we don't know the details. You hear one side story, you don't hear other side of story, and you start concluding. Democrat says something else, Republic says something else. You only hearing Democrat, not hearing Republic. Better just be quiet and do your thing.
Do you think?
Yes. You're not even chanting 16 or 64 rounds and you're starting, commenting on Democrat and Republic.
Do you think?
What do you think? What do you think? And we start thinking, oh, I'm also one of the authority and I must comment something in that. Maybe that will give a gravity. Who are you? Who knows you?
Sit down, child.
Who knows you? Nobody even knows you. And are you the authority? Sometimes I feel people are so stupid. I believe this. I say this. Who are you? Are you even chanting 16 rounds? Are you even following the principles? And you think, I can comment this, I can comment that. Who are you? Just like one example. There's 5 important, anyway, that's a very big story. 5 important messages. When to speak, how to speak, where to speak. If you go to a doctor and say, doctor said, hey, you're going to die in 1 week. There's no doubt because doctor, he knows. Doing our scanning and all, doctor can tell, you can die in 5 days or 1 week, believe. If any astrologer will say that, oh, you're going to die in 7 days. That's little, yes or maybe no, because astrologer, he's just predicting. But if a doctor said, definitely you're going to believe now. But randomly any of your friends say, listen, you're going to die. Whom you will believe? Astrologer, your friend or a doctor? Because he's authority, he can scan, he can check on you. Astrologer is just doing prediction according to your charts. Maybe right, maybe not wrong, not right. And your friend, he's not an astrologer, he's not even a doctor. He's just randomly giving a comment. So who's saying this? It matters a lot. What is authority? How a person speaking this? So first hear and then speak. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he kept quiet when he heard all this. He said, my actions will give answers. And immediately after 2 or 3 centers, everyone got answered. There was not enough money in the center that he stole and he built centers. And he built huge temples around India. Huge ones, not small ones. So, Shri Babaji Maharaj and Shri Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj, they all shown the example of Vaishnava Seva. Rasikanand Prabhu, very powerful, disciple of Shamanand Prabhu, very powerful. Vaishnavas, they don't show their mystic powers. They don't show, they always keep height. But don't think they are less. In one occasion, some people started criticizing Rasikanand Prabhu and wants to kill him. So they sent one mad elephant to kill him. And Rasikanand Prabhu, by seeing a mad elephant chasing him or coming to him to kill him, he chanted a mantra. And a mad elephant who was intoxicated, he became submissive to him, paid obeisance to him and wanted to become his disciple. So powerful. Similarly, Uma Didi, throughout her life, I never saw her any time angry mood. Sometimes she used to show her anger, but not very.
Very heavy.
Huh?
She wasn't
Not frequent.
heavy. She just like
Yeah, very light.
very lightweight, not that heavy.
Not heavy, yeah. She used to be upset. Why are you doing this? Why he said this? Like that. So you're not supposed to do this. Even to Gurudev. She was so close to Gurudev, she even told Gurudev, what are you doing? This is not right. And then I was hearing yesterday, one devotee, she gave Gurudev some $2,000. We want Uma Didi to come Western world. And Gurudev said, Uma, you going to go Western world? Preaching? So Gurudev kind of laughed upon her. Because of her simplicity. But then Gurudev later also sent her to Western world for preaching. And then when she got this instruction, the infusion of energy, we saw how she was traveling everywhere, non-stop, giving Hari Katha, always making everyone to follow the standard, especially ladies. Uma Didi told me one time, she said, when I travel Brazil or Latin American countries especially, I saw these girls naked. Even in the temple, they used to come like half naked. And then Uma Didi used to tell them, no, that's not the standard. You have to cover up. You are Vaishnavas. You are Vaishnavis. If you have no etiquette, how are you going to do bhakti? So she was maintaining that standard. Maintaining that standard. And on the other side, she was serving so many Vaishnavas. I met her this last Kartik. I went to her room to seek her blessings. It was a very sweet meeting with her. And I requested, I said, Uma Didi, you're serving so much. She said, I'm not serving, I'm just sitting and lying on bed all day. I said, you are serving the best because you're chanting day and night. And I want one favor from you. I want to give you one service. She said, please let me know what I can do. But can you think I can do this service? I said, yes. She said, what kind of service? I said, you sit here all day as you're chanting, but please pray to Gurudev and everyone for protection of the preachers. We all are your children. You're like not mother, you're like grandmother to us. So you pray for us just by sitting here on the bank of Jamuna. Pray to Radharani, pray to Krishna, pray to Mahaprabhu for our protection, so that we can become strong in our preaching. No matter what hard time, no matter what criticism, what critics, whatever comes on our way, we should not get deviated. This blessing I want from you. Then she said, no, I cannot give blessing to your sannyasi. They said, no, you have to give. We used to from year 2000 when I was in Keshavji Gaudiya Math, my room was just opposite to, the door was opposite, just like a window. The window opens to her door. And we used to see, she started chanting 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So very We have a very good relationship with her, being a brahmachari in the temple and all other brahmacharis, and only one lady in the temple. 60 brahmacharis and one female in the temple. Can you imagine how difficult it is? But she used to see everyone, all sannyasis, brahmachari as her son. So much motherly affection she had. I bent down to touch her feet and she just trying to stop me and she kept her hand on my hand. I said, see, I already got blessings. Then she took her hand out, no, this is not blessings. I said, no, Didi, why you are miser? Please give me some blessings. Then she said, okay. And then she kept her hand and I said, okay, because I'm mother, this is my motherly affection. Don't take otherwise that I'm giving you blessings. This is just my motherly affection to you. And then she said, I was very sick a month back and you were not here. You were somewhere preaching. I was admitted to a hospital in Faridabad and your godmother, Mother Priya Prabhu, he looked after me so well and he paid all my bills. I was saying, no, I will take care, but he insisted, no, Didi, you are here. Money is not important. Vaishnava Seva is more important. So he paid all my hospital bills. He gave me so many gifts. He gave me so much prasadam. I'm indebted to him. I said, no, don't stop it. Don't say this. What is the purpose of life? Serving Vaishnava is important or something else is more important? So don't even say this. Don't even say this. So he really appreciate that service mode. I said, as much as you served Vaishnava in your life, you have never served that much. And one thing I commented yesterday, she's so senior, she saw Param Gurudev. Imagine, Param Gurudev left around 67, 68. That time. She saw Param Gurudev. But so much Hari Katha from Srila Bhaktivedanta Trikram Gosai Maharaj, and then initiation from Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj, and stayed throughout life with Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj. She got everything from all the acharyas. You know? Her house very close to the center where Srila Vaman Gosai Maharaj was acharya. And couple of times Srila Vaman Gosai Maharaj not eating any center, rather he used to go to Uma Didi house to honor prasadam there, because of her so much love and affection in the service. So much mamata. So I would say so much humble and so much Vaishnava Seva. Bhajananandi and Goshtanandi. Bhajananandi means always she was doing bhajan. More than 64 rounds a day. Washing all the pots, cutting vegetables, fruits, all these things. Peeling potatoes, whatever service. She was never sitting idle. And then I used to see from my window when I was doing publication, she was reading some books all the time. Hearing Gurudev's lecture. In those days, we used to have those small Walkman tape recorder with cassettes. So she had so many cassettes. She was used to record all Gurudev's lecture and hearing them and chanting. Hari Katha, Hari Nam, and Vaishnava Seva. So I said yesterday, I was in Seattle. Yesterday I said, because she was in female body, if she would have been a male body, she would have had thousands of disciples around the world because of her seniority. She never accepted any disciple. But if she would have been a male body, and with that status, seeing Param Gurudev and that senior of all sannyasis, she must have thousands of disciples around the world. Amazing personality would have been if sannyasi form, means appearance, external appearance as a sannyasi. With that humble mood, with that loving and affection mood to all devotees. girls, boys, brahmacharis, sannyasis, to everyone. Amazing personality. Today on this day, sincerely from my heart and from all of us, she is definitely with Gurudev and Krishna. We just pray to her, please bless your, shower your mercy and give inspiration in our heart also to become something like you. We cannot become like you, but something. And our day spent in hearing Hari Katha, chanting, or along with that, serving the mission of Gurudev. Preaching, practicing and preaching, both together. It's not only for sannyasis, it's for grastas, for everyone, for young girls, boys, whoever knows what. So therefore keep on hearing Hari Katha. Keep on hearing Hari Katha. It develops maturity. And hearing Hari Katha means holding that Katha. When you go back home, don't just forget what you heard. Maybe you're not getting 100% to remember afterwards. At least 10-20%. But if you not give stress to your head to remember, how are you going to remember this? When you go back home, when you're sitting with your wife, your husband, your children, just for 10 minutes discuss, oh, what we heard today? What was that point? What we heard today? And this is the quality. Many people say, we hear Hari Katha, but then we forget. You know why? Because we don't repeat that. If you repeat what you heard, you never forget.
Preachers are losers.
There was one brahmachari who was having this problem. He said, I hear so much, I have so much desire to speak, but I forget. And from the psychological point of view, human psychology, if you can't express in public, stand in front of mirror. See yourself and speak to the mirror. But the best is not to, because people may think you are insane. Better you speak to some of your friend, your devotee friend, or even to your parents, or parents to their children. Okay, tell me, darling, what you heard today? What was that point? In this way, whatever comes out from your mouth, you're never going to forget that. So share that. Share that. Not sharing on Facebook. That's so easy to click ting and not share. But share from here, from lips. In this way we will remember Hari Katha, and we all need to contribute something in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever qualification we have, you can sing, you can speak, you earning money, whatever. Any contribution in the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why my style is little different. I go around world and I try to teach, especially the young ones. They are our future. We're going to die after some years. They are our next generation. They need to learn that. They have to take over. So I give focus to them to learn, to preach, to sing, to learn shlokas, to learn bhajans. This is my style. Everywhere, in Holland and other places also. And that's why, because of that, a thought came in mind to hold a retreat, which I'm doing in Holland for so many years. I'm doing here in Texas this year. I'm going to do in Seattle also. And we are going to do in New York also. This retreat. Which will not be just Hari Katha. I want to do this, introduce this as I begin in Holland teaching from the basics. The etiquettes, the Vaishnava etiquettes, deity worship, small details, how to even eat. We are not supposed to touch left hand while we should eat. This left hand is impure. Moment you touch left hand or drink with left hand, Srila Bharati Maharaj used to say, if you drinking with your left hand, that means equivalent to drinking alcohol. This Shastras. We got initiation means Brahminical qualities. Brahminical qualities. Because Brahmin means what? They're pure in their dealings, they're pure in their etiquettes, in their conduct. When I was new to Gaudiya Math, I was born, raised in a city life. So I was not familiar with all these details. At home, you're just eating or whatever. When I joined Gaudiya Math, it took me 1 year, literally smashed by seniors. Every single day, I used to weep. Don't touch this, don't touch this, don't put there, don't put there. Oh my goodness, so many things to learn. My head was spinning. But believe me, when we learn this, after that, you don't even feel like doing that mistake. You hate if anyone doing like that. It becomes a habit. And this is called Brahminical culture, means devotional culture, devotees culture, etiquettes to follow, Vaishnava etiquettes. That's why it's not going to be just Hari Katha and Kirtan, because we hear so much, but we also need to learn the basics. We're hearing what Radharani is doing, what Krishna is doing, but how to attain that Radha Krishna? We saw what Gurudev. Can you imagine? Gurudev was taking prasadam when I was very new to him, came to him year 2000, and his sevak told me, Prabhu, the cup of water, take this cup of water and put on Gurudev's table while he's taking prasadam. Gurudev was on in prasadam and I put his cup of water, kept on the table. My hand was shaking. There was so much awe and reverence. Later I became friendly with him, but before I was literally, oh, he's a big acharya and keeping water on his table. And when I got the cup and Gurudev looked at me, and I said, what I did. Then he saw me, I got nervous. He said, where are you supposed to keep cup, right or left? I said, but then how does it matter? I said, Maharaj, I don't know. Then he explained to me, it should be the left side. That many details are there. How to even serve prasadam if a Vaishnava comes to your home. How you have to serve prasadam to Vaishnavas. How we are supposed to welcome Vaishnavas if they come our home. These many details are there. With Holland devotees, you ask them. I trained them from so many years. They begin from here. Even how to put garland. You make a garland and just anyone is there walking in home or sitting and just put garland like this. And in India it's more terrible and stupid because it's very easy to buy garland from outside, like $1 or $2. And the shopkeeper, they just give it a plastic bag. And I've seen so many times with Gurudev, my goodness, people, they bring garland from outside, the plastic bag is still in their finger, and the plastic bag is touching on his face and giving garland to Gurudev. Baba, throw your garland, plastic bag. If Holland devotees watching me, they know this, I'm not lying. How to put garland? To bring in a plate. Okay? You have to bring in a plate. Then another person to whom you want to give honor in the assembly, who is senior most, should ask him to please come and give garland to any sannyasi or whoever the senior is. Bring in a plate and then placing garland on the neck. This is the proper etiquette. So there are many. How to do deity worship, clothing, etc. Once upon a time, one pujari, he kept a peacock feather. He take a peacock feather and put in the hands of Radharani. Gurudev came from his room and had darshan of Radha, Vinod Bihari, Bhaktaram temple. He said, "Who's pujari today? Who did decoration? Means Shingar." And the pujari came forward thinking, now Gurudev going to give a word of praise. He said, "You stupid? Why kept peacock feather in the hands of Radharani?" I was standing next to Gurudev. he was so angry. You know, how to serve prasadam. How to serve prasadam, very important. If we are in community, we are having a festival program. The etiquette says the first part of the prasadam should go to the senior most person. Suppose if any preacher is here, let's say Bodhan Maharaj comes, any senior sannyasi comes. It's not that, okay, the buffet has started and we start eating and then a portion of this should go to the Maharaj or preacher or whoever. The first portion should be taken out. Otherwise, it's offensive. If we have eaten and then later portion is given to the sannyasi or the preacher, we are giving our remnants to him. We are giving our remnants to him. So there are many details. But the point I'm just saying, this purpose of retreat is not simply just Hari Katha, which we always have throughout the year, but this is more about learning. We all need that. Because I also learned like this. I've not learned from the womb of my mother. I also learned from my seniors. And in the same way, I want to make even the young ones and even everyone to learn some basics. You know, how to host, how to serve, how to even eat prasadam, and many other details. Cleanliness, all this is called Brahminical qualities, devotee qualities. So, looking forward for this retreat. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande. Thank you so much for everyone for coming. Everyone is here. I was actually thinking, oh, Krishna Prem didn't came. Then I was thinking, oh, Balram, Rati Manjari, but everyone showed up. Only missing family is Dr. Pandey. I was expecting maybe they will also show up, but I think they are working today, so I understand. But in our New York Sangha, very beautiful, close Sangha, we're supposed to do all Hari Katha or festivals together. Gurudev's appearance and disappearance day, it gives a very good sense of unity. So thank you so much, and of course Shukdev Prabhu and Bina Mataji, they disappeared.
No, they appear. They're here. They're still here.
Achha.
And disappear, yes.
Yes. So I want to ask everyone clapping for them for hosting. Priya and Radha Mohan and their daughters. They're cooking since morning. They're cooking since morning, and the young ones are also helping chopping things. So very nice. Thank you so much for hosting this program, and couple more days and I'm going back to India for Navdeep Parikrama. The best Parikrama. Throughout the year, two Parikramas, Navdeep and Kartik. Navdeep Parikrama is very, what you say, recharging our bhakti.
You said a couple more days, Maharaj. When you're leaving exactly?
Tomorrow morning.
I was just thinking we would have program.
That's a suspense.
Okay.
So, and I would have said more, but it's already 8 o'clock. But my head is little spinning because in these 5 days I traveled like across city, the country. Crazy traveling actually. I also got chastised by some devotees. What are you doing? You want to die? But anyhow, I'm very happy. So 1 or 2 days just to relax and then preparing for the Navdeep Parikrama, which is very intense, 7-8 days, very intense. And after Navdeep Parikrama, I'll be waiting and preparing for all of you who registered and signed for India trip. I'm very excited for that. My devotees who worked so hard arranging stay, arranging buses and taxis and prasadam, they're so excited to see all devotees coming from New York, Holland, Italy, Germany, London, South Africa, and of course Indians. So it's going to be very good. Everything is well planned, well organized. That's my style. But if 1 or 2% any mistake, I'm just asking forgiveness ahead of the time. But we are trying our best. My all brahmacharis very excited to serve all Vaishnavas coming from New York. So give us this opportunity very often to serve all of you coming to India. And many of you coming first time. Different culture, don't worry. Yeah, you'll be like you like that darshans of where we are going? Kurukshetra, Puri, Dwarka and Vrindavan. 2 weeks, 4 locations. Gaur Premanandi.
And thank you, Maharaj, for coming and giving us this assistance.
All the devotees turn up today, and we get the added family. I bring my niece too.
Oh, very nice. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for coming. When I go back India, I'm going to, because I didn't got much time to think over, and just for preparing all of you to come, you're all coming of April 1st, I think. So I'm going to go there and I will think March 31st.
March 31st. Well, April 1st is alright.
Is there anything to prepare? I will just send a message, and you have a WhatsApp group, right? Then spread message in the WhatsApp group. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. We have Aarti.
Aarti. Aarti done Prashad.
Anu, come. Anu, come. Quickly, quick Aarti. Srimati Uma Didi ki. Who's singing?
Sing Krishna Prem Prabhu.
Yes, Krishna Prem. Akash. Where's Akash?
Prakash.
Kiva Jayo Jaya Gola Chande Arati Koshoba
Kiva Jaya.
Kiva Jayo Jaya Gora Chande Arati Koshoba Kiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Koshoba Jana Vitasa Vani Jagamanaro Bye.
Hare Rama
वृंदावन में राधे राधे, ओ वृंदावन में राधे राधे, ओ सेवा कुंज में राधे राधे, दीदी वन में राधे राधे, बोलो श्रृंगार वट में राधे राधे, श्रृंगार वट में राधे राधे, बोलो केशी घाट में राधे राधे, बोलो जमुना तट पर राधे राधे, ओ प्रेम गलिन में राधे राधे, ओ मान गलिन में राधे राधे, ओ कुंज गलिन में राधे राधे, ओ राधे राधे, जय राधे राधे, ओ प्रेम से बोलो जोर से बोलो गोवर्धन में, जय गान घाटी पे, जय अन्योग्राम में, जय गोविंद गुण में, गोविंद गुण में, अप्सरा गुण में, जय नवल गुण में, जय सुरभि गुण में, सतीपुरा में, ओ राधा गुण में, जय श्याम गुण में, जय कुसुम सरोवर, जय नारद गुण में, जय मानसी गंगा, ओ हरिदेव में, ओ मान सरोवर, कुसुम सरोवर, मान सरोवर, जय राधे राधे, जय रंगगांव में, जय बरसाने में, जय गोकुलवन में, जय रामलवन में, जय राधे राधे, जय राधे राधे, जय राधे राधे, ओ मान सरोवर, कुसुम सरोवर, ओ प्रेम से बोलो राधे राधे, जय 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 राधे राधे, jump everyone, Didi, go, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. No one is jumping. What is the problem? Floor is not going to damage. Floor is strong.
Go strong.
Everyone raise your hand.
Yes.
निताई गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल. Everyone, निताई गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल. If you don't jump, then you will not get water for 3 days in your house. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Wait, raise your hands. Jayo Jayo Gurudev, 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 Jayo Jayo Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Last and final call. Last and final call. Otherwise, flight is flying. Last and final call.
Okay.
Last time jumping, huh?
Yes.
Then prashadam is ready.
Right.
If you jump more, you get more appetite.
Okay.
And it's very delicious prashadam.
Yes.
Need निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग दंतर का गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा गोविंद देव जी की जय
Jai.
श्री श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की
जय।
जय श्री गिरिराज महाराज की जय
Jai.
जय निकला विष्णु विष्णुपाल स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज की
Ki
जय
Jai.
निकला विष्णु विष्णुपाल स्तोत्र भक्ति नारायण गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय
जय।
जय निकला विष्णु विष्णुपाल भक्ति वेदांचला वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय
जय।
निकला विष्णु विष्णुपाल भक्ति विज्ञानचला भारती गोसाई महाराज की जय
जय।
जय निकला विष्णु विष्णुपाल भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज की जय
जय।
निकला विष्णु विष्णुपाल भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय
जय।
तदीय तेरो भाव तिथि महोत्सव की जय
Jai.
जय निकला विष्णु भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय
जय।
निकला विष्णु भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय
जय।
मां भागवत वर्षी गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज की जय
जय।
सच्चिदानंद भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर की जय
जय।
वैष्णव सार्वभौम जगन्नाथ बाबा जी महाराज की
जय।
जय जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शरण गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय
जय।
प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय
जय।
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोवर्धन राधा कुंज श्याम कुंज गिरिराज गोवर्धन जी की जय
जय।
मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय
जय।
नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय
जय।
श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय
जय।
श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र जी की
जय।
जय सर्व विनाशनकारी लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय
जय।
भक्तराज श्री पलाल महाराज की जय
जय।
तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की
जय।
गंगा महारानी जमुना महारानी की जय
जय।
गोपेश्वर सदाशिव महादेव की
जय।
जय श्री रसिकानंद प्रभु की जय
Jai.
एंड श्री जगन्नाथ बाबा जी महाराज की जय
जय।
श्रीमती उमा दीदी की
जय।
निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे
Hey, Hari Hari Bol. Puja Pad Bhakti Vedanta Siddhanta Maharaj Ki Jai. Vaishnava Vaishnava Ki Jai. Shri Vrindai Tulasi
कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदेवी सत्यवते नमो नमः वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय मां प्रसाद की जय
Okay.
थैंक यू एवरीवन
Okay. Hare Krishna. I know what pranams everyone, so we come to the end of the program.
Can you send this on?
It's on Facebook.
No, on WhatsApp.
So I think he gave something to and then I also made you some
Viraha Mahotsava Festival, Srimati and Didi, Shri Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, Dear Bhakti, Shri Bhakti Daita Madhav Maharaj, Dear Bhakti, Rasananda Prabhu, Dear Bhakti. This is Shri Shri Radha Govinda Dev, Shri Nitai Garanga, Shri Shalagram, Shri Giviraj Givirani, Gurudev, Deva Parampara, Tulsi Devi, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Padmara Maharaj, Janti Maharaj, and Sri Jagannath, flag of Sri Jagannath from Sri Jagannath Puri. So, Haribol, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining us.